There's not much I remember after the accident. I just remember hearing a lot of voices, hearing my children, hearing a lot of people going to visit me. We were driving as we were driving. This guy was trying to cut in front of my husband, and so that my husband wouldn't, the light was green, so my husband let him go, and the guy was just trying to annoy him, so he would stop every now and again or drive very slow. So my husband had to kept braking, hitting the brakes, and then, there was a lot of cars behind us, and then, we got into the parking lot, and the guy just got in front of us, and he got down from the car, and he already had the gun with on him, and I saw him take it out of his waistband, and as my husband got down trying, to avoid the situation of, the guy shooting the gun at either myself or my son, who was with us at the moment, and the guy just hit my husband in the head with the gun, and he started shooting at us. It's been very hard, obviously. When I got to the physical therapy hospital where I was treated, there was a lot of mistreatment towards myself. A few people were obviously a little either too hard or mean towards myself. But all I didn't really do much or say much because all I wanted was to, gain movement and, on my body, on my leg and my hand, and to get better for my family. I still have an 8-year-old daughter that needs me, and my kids need me, and my husband needs me. So all I wish is to get better soon. At the end of the day, whoever the guy is that did this to me, I don't wish him bad, or I don't wish him anything. I don't have any resentment towards him. All I wish is, that he has an encounter with God. We're all children of God, and we're human at the end of the day. So whatever he was going through at that moment that made him react that way or be that way in that moment that, affected me, obviously. I don't wish him anything bad or unwell or anything. I just hope that, he can get God's forgiveness and, have that in his mind. A lot of people tell me, being shot in the head it's very hard. It's really, basically, yeah, a miracle that you're here talking. Yeah, I've been told that many times, but only God knows why I'm still here. Um, and well, yeah, the injuries, I guess, is basically, I have no movement on my left leg and my left arm. Life before was obviously my business stopped completely, and I did, help out as chaplain. I can't do that as much anymore because I can't move as much, obviously. But I do hope to, to get better soon and do that again. And it has been hard, mostly financially, because my husband hasn't worked as much. He stays here at home to take care of me as well, and, to look after me. So it has been hard. At the moment, we haven't been able to pay the mortgage or pay bills. They shut off the water because we couldn't make the payment. So it has been hard. They've basically said that they do expect me to get better. They do expect uh, you know to see me walking again completely. They do have that expectation of at least getting that, 80-90% full function of my body back again. If not, hopefully all of it, because a lot of things could have gone wrong, but a lot of things didn't. So the hope is that, I can get I can get walking again, and obviously it's gonna take some time. Yeah, so I still have a G-tube in my stomach, but they don't want to remove it until there's a surgery that's supposed to happen on my head, and until after it happens, they're going to be able to remove it because of the act, because of because of the shot in her head. A lot of things in her body basically stopped malfunctioning. They stopped working, basically, because the brain is, what takes care of the entire body, you know. There was a blood clot came out of that. She has at the moment she has a blood clot on her left leg, which is obviously the leg that doesn't have full function. And she went to the hospital for that. She's been in and out of the hospital I believe 3 or 4 times, because either she has pain in her head or she has a certain something. But ever since that, she's basically been in and out of the hospital for something. But I think the major thing that came out of it was the fact that she has a blood clot on her left leg, and they're waiting for that blood clot to leave, so that they can do the surgery on the head. Because basically, the surgery on the head is just a, you know, craniotomy. They just want to put the other piece of her skull back, so that her head can, have a regular shape again. But they are waiting for that blood clot to go, because if not, a lot of things could go wrong during surgery, because her at the moment she's supposed to be on blood thinners, but the blood thinner medicine's over $1,000, which we obviously can't pay. But I try my best to, keep her moving a little. I can't necessarily move her a lot because I have that fear of the blood clot dissolves the wrong way. I was told that the blood clot could go either to her lungs or to her heart, and that's fatal. So,
Does she have any bullet fragments still in her head?
yeah, she does. She still has the bullet in her head.
It's still lodged in her head?
Yeah, it's still in her head. They don't want to remove it, because they don't know what could go wrong if they were to remove it.
The left or right side?
It's on the right side.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so the right side of her brain controls the left side of her body.
So the bullet is still on the right side?
Yes.
So the left side then is...
What was affected.
Okay. So is she partially paralyzed then?
Uh, Kind of, because she has some movement.
Then not really, because she has...
¿Puedes mover tu pie, por favor?
No, she's not.
¿Y puedes mover tu brazo?
Okay.
Yeah, her arm's the one that has the most struggle of it. But my hope and my prayer and my faith is that she gets to being that 100%, because she was a woman that, she baked, and, her and my father had 6 kids, so, buying cake and all that was a little more expensive. But, she learned to bake, and she makes to make jello, and she learned to make all that. It was a lot cheaper to make it than to buy it. And so and she taught all of us a lot of things, and her and my father, and so I hope that I know that she's going to get better. It takes some time. It will take some time. There's no time limit on how long it's going to take, but I know that she's going to get better.
Do you think police will ever catch this person? And what do you have to, what would you want to say to this person when they do catch him?
I do believe they will. We were told that they impounded his car. So they did find his car because of the video that she took. But I do believe it's gonna take some time. He's probably hiding. He probably feels remorseful. He probably didn't want to do it. And I have nothing against him. He did ruin our lives in a way, but whatever was going through his mind, whatever he's going through, I'm pretty sure is a lot worse than, for him to do something like that. He could have been high, he could have been drunk, and unfortunately, when you get drunk and you get high, you have no judgment of what you're doing. You're not in your 5 senses. So at the beginning, I did have a lot of hate, but at the moment, it's been 6 months later. I have bigger things to worry about. I have, my brothers and her and my dad and my little sister to take care of and to worry about than to be worrying about what he's doing or if he's ever going to be in jail. Because it just takes too much emotion and too much, time and energy to be focused on hate. And honestly, there's enough hate in the world for me to be adding to it as it is. So there's just no point.
But they found his car, but no sign of him.
No, no sign of him.
When it comes to her daily care and everything, is it you that you've taken that on?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You get her up, you get her dressed, you get her.
Yeah.
This is your mom that you assumed that role of her caregiver.
Yeah, she became my little Barbie doll. I
How
get to
old are you?
dress her up. I'm 25. She's my little Barbie doll. I get to dress her. I get to, change her. Obviously, she's using diapers because she sometimes has no control over her body. But, I've bathed her. And she's told me, I'm sorry you have to go through this. But I'm like, you're my mom. You had to carry me for 9 months. This is, you know, this is less than what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not a perfect child. I've been a rebel and I was a rebel and I'm not perfect. I'm not, because I've been told, wow, you're such an angel for doing this for your mom. I feel like it's not an obligation. It's our job to take care of our parents. They took care of us. They take care of us. They took care of me for so many years, so this is not, and my brothers help out. I have two brothers in Texas and they help out as much as they can, and there's just so much we can do humanly possible. So, I mean, I just try my best. I'm not perfect. I'm no angel, but I try my
You
best.